Hey, YouTube. Man, it's cold. Man, I did some traveling, doing some traveling right now, and I went up north, because I moved down south, and I'm in Philadelphia. When I tell you it's cold, imagine being down south in, temperatures around like 70 degrees, 60 degrees. You come down south, no, up north, to around Philadelphia area, and it's like 38 degrees. 38 degrees. And that might be the high for the day. 38 degrees. I came down here. I don't think I have no coat, so I probably got to go buy a coat. It's cold. Anyway, how are you guys doing today? Oh, as a matter of fact, hold on. And these gas prices, I think where I live, the gas may not even be $2 down south. Up here, the gas is almost, I think, $2.50 to $3. Whew. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Let's talk about it. This place that we're going to be talking about today, it's nicknamed the Heart of Orange County. But with all that Spanish that's spoken, I may just kindly nickname it the Corazon of Orange County. Get it? Because Corazon is like heart in Spanish. I think that's heart in Spanish. Hold on, let me check on that. Yes, it means heart. The Corazon of Orange County. And its motto is, "It's good to be alive in coma." And of course, I'm talking about Anaheim, California. Anaheim literally translates to home by the river, and it goes by the name Ana because of the proximity to the Santa Ana River. Heim is the German word for home.
As of 2019, the population of Anaheim was 350,365.
Gracias, Siri. Yeah, that's right. I said gracias. That's Spanish. That's some more Spanish for you. That means thank you. Thank you, Siri. But anyway, if you're thinking about moving to Anaheim, California, there's pros to live here and cons to live here. And this is my reasons on the top reasons not to move to Anaheim, California. Number 10, traffic. Okay, so Disneyland is in Anaheim, California. And, Disneyland is going to attract tourists, which is going to attract traffic. But from what I was reading, it could be a hit or miss depending on like maybe the time of day and then also the area in which you're in. Because if you're right by Disney, I can imagine the traffic being just hectic. But then again, still, if you're right by Disney, but it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, that may just be like a huge difference. So do your research in the area that you plan on moving to specifically, and make your judgment based off of that. Go talk to some people, other things of that nature. But yeah, number 10 is traffic. Number 9, congested. Okay, I don't know if I got this from a stat or this is something that I wrote because I made these notes about Anaheim, California a minute ago. I'm just now making the video. But my notes say high population and high levels of tourism and high traffic, basically that's going to, make for a lot of people. And then I go on to say, and weed/cannabis is legal here, so the people may be high. I don't know if I wrote that or if I got that from somewhere. But I mean, if weed is legal in Los Angeles, or more so Anaheim, California. Wait, Anaheim is, yeah, anyway. But yeah, if weed/cannabis or whatever you want to call it, if it's legal in Anaheim and there's a lot of people, some of those people there might be high. Now, me personally, myself, I don't like the smell of marijuana, Mary Jane, whatever you want to call it. I'm not really a fan of the smell. So a bunch of people walking around high, that's definitely going to be something I want to avoid at all costs. Keep that in mind. Number 8, housing. Man, oh man. Okay, now, so area vibes rates the housing in Anaheim, California as a D. And wait for it. The median home price in Anaheim, California, is $457,600. Jeesh. That's almost $500,000. And the median rent asked in the area is $1,402. Whew. I mean, maybe if you're really that big a fan of, the warm weather and everything else California has to offer, maybe, but I don't know. That just seems like a lot to me. But then again, I'm also cheap. But yeah, if that's not a lot to you, keep that in mind. Number 7. Stay tuned to the end for some Anaheim, California trivia. Okay. I am not somebody who celebrates Halloween. I said Halloween. A bunch of people going around dressed like demons. That doesn't seem like the best idea. I definitely don't encourage people to celebrate Halloween. It's just, I just wouldn't do it. So for the fact they have a Halloween parade here, that's definitely going to be a big con to me. And for my research says, in 1924, Anaheim hosted their very first Halloween parade. Until today, it continues to hold one of the largest parades in the U.S. Yeah, no. I'm probably not going to be a fan of that. Yeah, keep that in mind. Number 6, crime. Now, Area Vibe rates the crime in this area as a C. This area has 6% more total crime than the nation's average and 11% more total crime than the nation's average. I mean, that may not seem like a lot, but for almost $500,000, to some people that may seem like a lot. But yeah, keep that in mind. So it's some crime in the area. There is some crime. Number 5, race relations. Now, somebody on Quora says, however, there is still quite a bit of poverty and some issues with race relations, in particular with the police and some communities. In isolated cases, not a representative of the police force overall, as well as some gang activity. I definitely want to do some more research, maybe get some stories on that, see if that's true or not, but that's what somebody said on Quora. Keep that in mind. Number 8, cost of living. Now, Area Vibes rates the cost of living in Anaheim, California as an F, and it is 43% higher than the nation's average, and that's for the overall, and housing is 118% higher than the nation's average. I can imagine that. Why? Because the houses here are almost $500,000. I mean, for the median home price. It makes sense to me. Now, this would be a shocker to me more so if the average home price in the area was $50,000. But for the fact that, once again, the average median home price is almost $500,000, it makes sense to me, And somebody on Quora says, I've lived in SoCal for 18 years, in North Buena Park and Anaheim since my family arrived when I was just 10 and a half. I left Anaheim in 1996. I moved back to my home state of VA, which is Virginia. We have experienced crime, drive-by shootings, and an ever-increasing cost of living that was choking us to death day to day. It's a nice place to visit. Can't recommend living there. Now, that's what a user says, or some person, but keep that in mind. Trivia time. What is the largest crop of the city? A, tobacco. Or tobacco. B, banana. C, plantain or plantains, or however you pronounce them. Or D, oranges. And if you guessed tobacco, you're wrong. And if you guess D, oranges, you are correct. I read somewhere the city was founded by wine makers and grape farmers. After grape crops failed, oranges became the largest crop of the city. Number 3, schools. Now, Area Vibes rates the schooling here as an F. The average test scores are 29% lower than the nation's average, and the average bachelor degrees are 18% lower than the nation's average. The student to teacher ratio here is 22-1. There's 62, once again 62 total public schools and 39 total private schools and 19 post-secondary schools. Keep that in mind. Number 2, vibe. Yes, I read somewhere that Anaheim, California lacks the big city vibes of San Diego and Los Angeles. Now, I mean, that's gonna be a personal one. Some people like more of the country, like the little small country town. Everybody doesn't want to live like in a big city type of environment. But yeah, that's just gonna be a personal one once again. But yeah, keep that in mind. And number 1, employment. Now, Area Vibes gives the employment in Anaheim, California a D+, and the income per capita is 16% lower than the nation's average, and the unemployment is 18% higher than the nation's average. That's pretty interesting. But yes, it's rated as a D+. The income per capita at Anaheim is $24,996 compared to California's $31,458. The median household income for Anaheim is $61,826. Keep that in mind. There you guys have it. That is the list. You notice weather wasn't on that list. Yeah, but Anaheim, California. Would I recommend the place? I actually would like to visit this place. I'm not gonna lie. I would actually like to visit Anaheim, California. Maybe I'll visit it when I make my trip, God willing, to Los Angeles. We shall see. But yeah, overall, those are my top reasons not to move to Anaheim, California. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like it, comment, subscribe. Well, obviously, but if you want to, keep that in mind. And until next time, I wish you guys nothing but the best.